Carlson with AnimeOnLocation.tv. We're here at Canterlot Gardens, and I have with me Mr. Peter New.
That's me. Hi, everybody. How's it going?
All right, so how did you get in the world of voice acting?
If I may, I always wanted to be an actor, basically, but and then I started doing sketch comedy around my city, Vancouver, and when that didn't work out and I didn't become the next Monty Python, I realized that what doing sketch comedy had given me was an arsenal of characters and quick voices and things, and so I thought, well, why don't I try my hand at that and see if getting into cartoons and things will work for me. And I put together a demo and got myself an agent, and that agent immediately said, you need pictures and we'll get you in working in television. And so that's what happened. And then 10 years later, you break in, and that's kind of how it went for me.
Okay. And now, what was your process when you created the character of Big Mac?
There wasn't a whole lot of, and I think this might get to your next question, which is about how I got cast, right? I have to sort of answer both of those questions all at once, because there wasn't a whole lot of time to process a character, because the way the audition works was you get called into the studio and they're going to record the session, because even though Big Mac was in earlier, no voice was in until episode 4. So they brought me in the day that they were going to record episode 4 in the morning, and then showed me the sides and brought me into the studio. And I guess Lauren Faust was on the phone, and the other people were behind the glass, and I did my thing and then went out, and some other actor went in and did his thing and then out. And I don't remember how many of us there were, but then we all wait around while they make their choice. And then they come out and they point at one of us. That was me in that case, and everybody else goes home. And then I stay and record the session. So in terms of the time that I had to actually build a character was really not very long. It was really a question of looking at the sides and going with your gut. Yeah. So in the specific, and it was 5 minutes I had. That's all the time I had. But in the general, that, as I said before, it's like that's 10 years of practice and knocking on the door and tuning yourself so that when that 5 minute comes along, you can go, oh, it's this, without thinking, because I wasn't able to do that 10 years prior.
All right. And now, do you have a theory on how and why the series branched out and became so popular as it has?
Do I have that's a tough question. Do I have a theory about that? I don't know. I think the show is sharply written, well animated. It's funny, and I think any show that has that combination of elements has got a lot of potential. And so, why this show in particular beyond that, I really don't know. I think it's just the right thing at the right time, I guess, and that we're all very lucky to be a part of it.
Okay, and now of course there are the bronies. What are your thoughts on this fan base, and what does the series speak to you of those of that age?
I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. The what? Sorry, what was the question?
So, bronies are male fans of the show, and what are your thoughts on them and everything? How they've just carry that mantle of friendship.
I think this community is awesome. It's at first you kind of, somebody my age and my generation, I think a lot of people in the community, the world at large, I think respond to the idea of grown men liking a show designed for little girls as either somehow repugnant or ironic. They're sort of waiting for the punchline, and certainly that was me, right? At first, because I thought, well, where's the joke? There's a joke here. But what is really refreshing to me and really wonderful to me is that there isn't one. Is that it's absolutely sincere, and it's an absolute embracing of love and harmony and all that other lovely stuff. And I think it's inspiring, honestly, to see this whole this whole hotel full of people who all are trying to push for a brighter, better world, and I think that's fantastic. Nothing short of amazing.
Very cool. And yeah, how has the reception been for you on the convention trail this year so far?
Incredibly warm.
All right. Is there anything you want to say to the fans of My Little Pony and, of course, the bronies out there?
I will just say this. I will say, yup, because that's what I say.
All right. And how are you enjoying your time here at Canterlot Gardens?
I will also say the other thing, keep being awesome, because you guys are awesome. I don't know which camera to look at here, but in case it's you, keep being awesome. And if you people are different people, you keep being awesome too. But if you're the same people, then now you have to be twice as awesome. And the other question, how am I enjoying Canterlot Gardens?
Yeah.
I'm loving it. I'm having an absolute blast here. It's been just a terrific good time. Again, we're hosted so warmly, and everybody that I'm meeting in the halls and is so generous. And again, it's this community. There's so much generosity and love, and everybody just wants to hug you and bro hoof you and high five you, and I sort of feel like you can either say yes to that or you're a jerk, and I would rather say yes to it than be the jerk. So and I'm rewarded for that because it's just great and inspiring again.
And now, is there any way fans can keep up with you on the internet, like a website, Facebook, anything like that?
Absolutely. I have a Facebook page. You can probably find me just by searching my name, Peter New. And on Twitter, I am Actor Peter New. That's my handle because somebody else already had Peter New. Some doctor, I think. So yeah, Actor Peter New on Twitter.
Right. And are there any upcoming projects you want to talk about this time or can talk about this time? Because we always know there's secrets you got to keep.
There's one I would love to talk about, but I can't talk about. Hopefully, look at my watch for this. Hopefully, sometime this year. But I don't know when that's going to happen. But I can't wait. So at some point, in one of these interviews, I'll be like, "Well, yes, I can." So keep asking the question. I'm very excited about this summer's been pretty busy for me. Things I can talk about are things like I did an animated feature where I'm one of the leads, and it's called Gula City, and I expect that's probably going to come out sometime in 2013. I did an episode of Wreck-It Rabbit, which they told me I was allowed to talk about, and that was really fun, and we like that. And I did just recently, right after Everfree Northwest in August, I came home to a couple of days on a movie called The Movie Out Here, which is based on the beer Kokanee. They have some characters that they've been using in their ads for many moons, and they've now decided to make a movie about it. So that's The Movie Out Here. And I did a miniseries. I did a day on a miniseries called Delete. So I'll be some techie that will blip past you as you watch this miniseries at some point.
All right, well, thanks so much for talking with us here at AnimeLocation.tv and here at Canterlot Gardens. Thank you so much.
A real pleasure. Thank you. And thank you. And thank you, people.